most beginners who fail at reselling, it's not because reselling is hard, it's just due to the fact that they have the wrong approach with it, and then they go on to say that reselling is a trash business model when that's not the case. They just approached it wrong. Now, if you guys are having problems with reselling, stay in this video because this video is for you. This video is mainly for resellers that are just beginning and starting out, so that's why I'm gonna assume you guys are here. So basically, if you have a trash supplier, your vendor's not responding to you, you don't know where to start, or you simply just want to learn more about reselling, this video is going to help you out a ton simply. My name's Shay. I'm a 16-year-old reseller. I started this around 2 years ago, and in those 2 years, I have scaled to around $30,000 per month. And now, it's not a secret. Reselling can get hard at times, but I stuck through it, and I'm telling you the success rate, it's crazy. And I'm not gatekeeping any of this information, and that's why I'm leaving this video to y'all beginners, because for me, I was suicidal at one point. That's my story. That's why I started. It's because the money, I couldn't care less about it, but I needed to find a mental out. I'm a boxer as well, but you know, boxing hasn't always been there for me because, you know, injuries and stuff. So I needed to find something that would make me money and get my mind and my mental state in a better place, because when I was suicidal, it wasn't the best place, you know. But that's why I started reselling and started locking in on life and making money in high school, was because I was suicidal and I needed an outlet. And that's what reselling was for me. It was an outlet. And that's why I'm doing this for y'all. Now, you guys may be asking me, Shay, what do you get out of this? For me, what I get out of this is that I just get to help people out. For me, when I was suicidal, I had no one to call on. Nobody. But reselling was there for me, and it was my mental outlet. And a lot of people are probably going through something right now, and that's why they're watching this video. They're just trying to find a way out. So I'm trying to help y'all. But even if you guys are just trying to make some money, this video is for you. So now, the first thing I'm going to start off with, it has got to be the vendor, because the vendor is going to be supplying you the products that you are going to be selling to people online, locally, in different countries, different states, everywhere, and this will build up the notoriety that your name gets and why they should buy from you. So if you have a garbage vendor, you need to get that hashed out immediately. That's why in the bio, my link in bio on this YouTube video, and in the link in bio of my YouTube video, my Instagram and my TikTok and my YouTube channel, they all have the best links for vendors for free. Literally in the link in bio, you can click it. Perfect, good pricing, good shipping times, all of that in the link in bio. Another thing that people do that makes or breaks them with their reselling is that they don't know what to buy and what the season is. They do not keep track of season or trends. So, for example, let's say right now it is wintertime. Wintertime, what's in wintertime? That's a question. You can answer that. We'll give you 5 seconds. In wintertime, it's Christmas time. Christmas time is a universal time. You can get any type of products. Now, wintertime and Christmas time are two separate things. Now, here's what I mean by that. Wintertime and in Christmas time, it's completely different, because wintertime, you can only get one thing. That would be spider hoodies or denim tear sets, something that will keep them warm. Now, Christmas time, on the other hand, a whole different ball game. You can get literally anything. Now, what is anything? So you can get AirPods, you can get spider hoodies, you can get literally moissanite watches, you can get so many different things, and no one will bat an eye on it because they're trying to save money. Because let's be real, Christmas parties, the gatherings, having to get everyone gifts, the pressure is there, and the money is a big issue for some families. That's why they go to a one-to-one supplier, and instead of having to pay an arm and a leg, they literally will buy it off of a vendor. It's literally a one-to-one replica, so it won't hurt. That's why Christmas time is such a crazy point in time to buy. And it's literally right now. That's why I'm making this video. And I'm going over Christmas first, because I need to instill it into you guys' thick skulls that Christmas is going to go crazy, and people are making crazy money. Trust me. Now, the last seasonal part that I'm going to come from is summer. Now, the reason why summer is a big part with the reselling niche is because kids are getting out of school, and your main market is going to be kids. Now, The thing is, these kids are just getting out of school. They're ecstatic. They want to get new drip before summer starts, or they want to get new drip before school starts up again. That's why that little 2 to 3 window period that you got, that little 2 to 3 window or time frame you want to per se say that, is crucial with reselling. You got to know your niche. You got to know the people around you. You got to do all of that. And what I'm gonna even further go over is what to do and examples of a city that you could be in or a state that you could be in, what is popping. So literally, it's going to go step by step through the best things to do during seasons and just even furthermore. Now, say I live in Chicago, Atlanta, or anywhere else. Now, there is a niche in there. Skinny jeans in Atlanta. That's what it's known for, ATL skinny jeans. Bro, you got to do a geographical research around the area that you're in with local reselling. Now, why that's important? You're going to sell to the wrong people, and if you do sell to the wrong people, you're not going to make any money and just waste your money on bulk thinking that you know this shit. So keep this in mind. Online reselling is different from local reselling. It's a completely different ball game. So y'all boys really gotta lock in on that factor. Now, remember, do a geographical research, know your area, and then now here's the next big crucial part. The crazy part is with local reselling. When I say local, I mean local as hell. I'm talking about your homeboys. Now, the reason why I'm saying your homeboys and stuff like that, you guys have to talk to your people around. You guys got to talk to your circle, because if they're real homies, they'll love to support the business. So what you guys got to do is you guys got to talk to your homies. You got to be like, yo, if I buy a V-Lone t-shirt or this pair of purple jeans or this type of Kasubi jeans, would you buy off of me? Like, I'll sell it to you for the low. If they say, yeah, bro, you gotta sell right there. Like, literally, you can't sell these opportunities, bro. You gotta utilize everything. If you really want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. So that's where I'm basically coming from. That's the overall trend with local reselling. Literally, ask your people around you. Do a geographical research of the place that you are around. Know your surroundings. Know what sells best, because the only person who really is going to know what sells is you, because you live there. For me, I live in Cali. I know what's going to work. For me, I've been in Chicago. I know what's going to work. So if you know your area, trust me, you will make sales if you do it correctly. Now, let's get into online reselling. Now, online reselling is different because of these three things. Online reselling, one, you're selling to people that you don't personally know and where they're coming from. Two, online reselling, there's so many different countries and states that these people be coming from. And another thing with online reselling is, bro, the trust. Trust is completely different. If you live locally, people will have more trust in you because, you know, you're meeting up for something. But online, it's a lot harder because you're gonna get shipped out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me ask you guys this question. If you guys are going to get something shipped out to you, are you going to believe that person shipping out to you? Are you going to have doubts 9 times out of 10? Yes. That's why there's certain things with online reselling. If you do it correctly, you can make a bag. But if you do it like garbage, you won't even make a single penny at all. So this is how you online resell. Now, with online reselling, it's very different. So, one, you guys gotta get appeal out there. You gotta let people know that you're a real person. So if you're gonna go in the bio, say my name is, like, I'll go there. My name's Shay, loving girlfriend. I have a kid. Well, I'm just making that up. I don't got a kid. I'm 16 years old, bro. But on to the point, literally, you guys gotta do some shit like that to make it look like you're real. Now, make realistic but good listings. For example, for me, I have green turf at my set, so it looks like I have a very appealing listing with a ring light. Now, that makes it look like I have an appealing listing, and it makes it look like it's not too crazy, not too AI-ish, but good enough to the point where, yeah, it's going to get shipped out from a real person, not by some fake-ass shit. That's the first thing y'all need, good listing. Now, the second thing you guys really need also caters onto local reselling. Now, you guys may be asking, Shay, what can online and local have in common? Marketplaces. Many marketplaces like Depop will allow you to ship out things. So, Depop, Mercari, OfferUp, Poshmark, anything, Facebook Marketplace, all of that. That is perfect. Now, the reason why I'm saying all of this is because you are utilizing your reach, your traffic all the time. If you do this correctly, you will have, 100 people a day literally viewing your store, and the conversion rate, if it's doing good, you'll make money. And if the trust is there, you're making $300 to $500 a day easily as a reseller, no matter what age you're at. Now, the final thing you guys are going to need with online reselling is researching market outreach and also just being disciplined and being motivated. Online reselling does take time because you have to warm up your marketplace apps, but if you do wait long enough and you do work hard to find that niche or find that city or town or state that works good for you, that's a lot of money there for you and a lot of potential there. But if you're disciplined, motivated to it, even with local reselling in general, you will do amazing, you will do wonders. So stay motivated, bro. Now, the next thing that I have to properly go over, and if you do this incorrectly, you're not going to make a sale again, it's reviews. Now, reviews are all in the way you are and how you carry yourself during the meetup. For example, if you are meeting up with someone, you're going to be talking to them on Facebook Marketplace, right? Now, Facebook Marketplace, you got to be nice. You got to be quick, though, because you're trying to close the sale. You cannot give these people second thoughts during the sale. So what you got to do, literally, as soon as you got to have your notifications on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Depop, Mercari, whatever it is, right? As you're meeting up with these people, you got to close the sale immediately before they can even second guess it. I know I said that again, but I'm trying to instill this guy into your guys' brains. Now listen, as you guys are about to meet up with these people, you got to think about it. If you were in their shoes and you had that much time to think, would you cherish it? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a yes. So you guys got to put these people in a corner. That's why it's called sales closing. You're closing the gap in on them so you can make the money. Now, the thing is, it takes time to do this correctly, but if you do it correctly during meetups, you'll do it perfect. Meetups is also online as you're texting the buyer. Now, listen to this piece of advice. The best piece of advice I could give you with this is fast response times, regardless. You guys have to respond within the first 10 minutes, non-negotiable. Why? Because if you respond within the first 10 minutes, in 10 minutes, be real, is that shit going to leave their brain if they responded? No. So if they text you, hi, is this available? Say yes within the first 10 minutes. I don't give a shit where you are. If you guys want it bad enough and you want to make that money, you'll make it happen within the first 10 minutes regardless. So within the first 10 minutes, reply. Now, another thing with local meetups is you guys, I hate to say it, but you guys got to act like you're their bitch. Literally, you're their bitch. Now, I hate it, but at the end of the day, you're making money. Now, the reason why is because you don't want to have to be, okay, one sale, I'm never going to see this nigga again. Now, next sale, I don't know who it's going to be. No, you want them to be a recurring buyer. Why? You get a lot more money out of them. So you can be like, oh, it's a $200 meetup. I just sold a spider hoodie for $300. No. I made around $10,000 from this guy from recurring meetups by being nice to him and having good attitude and carrying myself in a well way. That's what you guys always have to have. If you guys don't have this, your guys' reselling won't go far because it's all in the Yelp, right? Not Yelp. Hold on, give me a second. As I was saying, not Yelp. It's in your review on your marketplace apps that they will review for you, right? They're going to review, okay, was he a good person? Was he a bad person? Did I like this meetup? Did I get good quality? 9 times out of 10, because you bought off of my vendor, you got good quality. Now, it's all in quality, obviously, but if you're shit at the meetups or you're being very indecisive, you're not going to make a good meetup or a good sale or a good customer. Now, my bad, I dropped this. Now, you guys got to lock this in. If you guys don't do this correctly, like I'm saying, everything in reselling is very crucial, but if you guys don't do this part correctly, you're going to mess the fuck up like bad. Every reseller goes through this. As you are meeting up, they're going to ask for a certain discount. Why, you may ask? I don't have that answer, but they're going to ask for a discount. Now, what are you going to say? No or yes? Now, you guys got to think about it in a very smart manner. So, for example, let's say I'm meeting up for a spider hoodie, $300, right? Now, put it this way. Let's say this guy is asking for $250, right? What are you going to say? I'll give you 3 seconds to answer that. The answer better be a yes. Now, here's why. You guys cannot be greedy with reselling because, bro, you guys at the end of the day are getting these products for $30. What's $50 off going to hurt you in a $300 meetup, right? You guys can never, ever be greedy. If you're greedy, you're not going to make the sale ever again. So never, ever be greedy. Now, as I told you guys not to be greedy anymore, the next thing I got to go over is expanding your outreach. Now, how you guys may ask, like, bro, Shay, you literally just said it have all marketplace. I think I expanded the outreach as much as I can. No, you did not. There's more outreach in this. A lot of resellers don't tell you this because it's crazy game, but I'm gonna tell you. As the meetup happens, you gotta throw it in there, bro. The next piece, I'll give you a discount. Instant in their brain. They're going to love that. They're gonna come back within the next week with more money because next piece for free, or next week buy one get one free. If you do a buy one get one free, bro, you're still making crazy profit and making that back because $30 per spider hoodie. So let's say this for a meetup, 2 spider hoodies, buy one get one free from the last sale they gave you. You will make the profit back $275, bro. Money, 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 bro. Literally, that's literally all it is, bro. You guys can't be greedy with this, bro. You guys gotta be smart and strategic about it. And then word of mouth goes around. So that's what I'm gonna get into next. Word of mouth. So as I just mentioned about word of mouth is crazy. So let's say this, right? Most of y'all resellers, I'm gonna assume, are my age, 14. Well, I'm not 14. Hold up. I started when I was 14, but now I'm 16 years old. So anywhere, I expect you guys to be around 12 to 16 years old starting reselling because you guys want to make your bag. Now, word of mouth gets around. Word of mouth that you are a reseller is a blessing in disguise. You know, maybe you guys feel embarrassed about it because trust me, I was in your shoes. I was very, very embarrassed about, being a reseller. I didn't want a lot of people to know because I wanted to be known as the kid who boxes. But I got known as a reseller. But, at the end of the day, I'm making more money than these niggas. Fuck. But anyways. Now, the reason why word of mouth is actually so powerful on a real note is because of these things. The first thing and the last thing is honestly just because of the fact that you're going to get hit up so many times. Yes, you people will be hating on the sidelines, but are they really going to go to the Amiri store to buy Amiri jeans for that expensive? Nah, bro, they're not. So, this is what you got to do. Keep on expanding your outreach. Make a social media account. Reselling, obviously. Literally do that. Tell your homies you're a reseller. The word of mouth will get it wrong. Like, hey, yo, that piece is fire. Where you got that from? They'll tell you. Whatever your name is. John or whatever the fuck. They'll tell you, like, yo, you bought that off of John? For how much? Like, damn, that shit's cheap, but fuck that nigga. I mean, shit. Cheap, but fuck that nigga. You're still making your money. So word of mouth is very, very powerful, especially if you're in high school or any school at all. Word of mouth goes crazy. So try to expand that outreach, bro. Try to tell them, bro, other people, bro. Tell other people, bro, I'm a reseller, bro. That is going to make you so much money in the long run, bro. I'm telling you, you guys cannot pass up on that because if you do pass up on that, you're not gonna make much money, bro. And I'll be real, the word of mouth shit has got me so much money, and it caters to local reselling, bro. Like local reselling is crazy, and maybe even online reselling too, because you're like, oh yeah, bro, I bought these purple jeans off of this guy. He resells off this marketplace, bro. I'll send you his info. That type of shit will make you so much money. So word of mouth needs to be utilized. Now we're gonna get into two reasons of how I scale to $30,000 a month. One of them is a strategic way, and then the other way is a more motivational and real way I did. So let's start off with the strategical way, bro. So the strategical way I started reselling to get to $30,000 a month was this. I tried my hardest. I literally tried everything I could. I used every single marketplace app, eBay, and then obviously took the extra mile, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok to scale my reselling. And the reason I did that, because I really wanted it bad, right? So how did I really get to $30,000 a month? With local reselling, you can easily get to $10,000 a month within your first 3 months, easy. But now, online reselling caters to it big if you do it correctly. Now, online reselling, like anything else, like drop shipping, anything, it's an e-com store. You're literally working so hard to make a crazy amount of profit. And plus, with online reselling, shipping and handling, you get the bang for your buck. You literally can do so much with online reselling. Online reselling for me, it's all the marketplace apps. Literally, I could make a whole Shopify store for my reselling that I'm going to ship this out to people. I could literally make a whole eBay store. I could go crazy with it. And I was making sales so much just due to this simple sheer fact that I expanded my outreach, my traffic, and I put to the right markets, and I put my audience, and I promoted perfectly. Now, was the Shopify, was the marketplaces my biggest way to make money? No. The biggest way I made my money, bro, was genuinely because of social media. Is the way I'm talking to you guys right now. The reason why social media is so powerful is because you're putting out your little, like, you're putting out your personality out there. You're telling them, hey bro, I got all of this for y'all, bro. Like, tap in with me. Put your personality. If they fuck with you, they're gonna even want to buy from you even more because they fuck with you. Why would I buy from this guy when I fuck with this guy? Same quality, better pricing even. So that's why. So if you put your personality out there in social media, that's what's gonna make you so much money. But now, here is the motivational, really sad way that I got to this point of making $30,000 a month. Here's how I did it. Now it's time to get on the more motivational side of what really did drive me to this. So I'm gonna tell you the story because you guys are probably gonna watch the old video, but I was suicidal, and I already told you that at the start, you know, in a funny manner. But on a real note, I was very suicidal, and I wanted it bad. I wanted death really bad upon myself, right? I was in a room alone, and there was a knife there, and I kept on cutting myself. I have scars on my body from it. Kept on cutting myself. Now, it had to a point where I was in my head like, Satan was just saying in my ear, bro, just do it. And I was saying to myself too, bro, you're a bitch if you keep on cutting yourself. You clearly want to die now, go die. So I put the knife in my stomach, right? But it stopped at a certain point. Now, why did it stop at a certain point? It wasn't because the blade stopped in my stomach because something was in my stomach. No. It stopped subconsciously because I knew I was meant for more, and I knew it would be selfish if I did kill myself because I would be letting down my future kids and the future bloodline. That's exactly why I stopped. Now, as I'm saying right now, bro, if you're watching this video and you stuck this long, I know for a fact you want to get out of the current situation that you're in, and I promise you, bro, you will. So promise me this: before this video comes to a great close, you're gonna take a step of action. You're gonna talk to your parents about it. You're gonna do something amazing. You're gonna do something amazing for yourself. You're gonna go to the link in bio, cop a vendor. You're gonna make your marketplace apps. Even if you don't do anything, like literally, you're gonna think about reselling. You're gonna think about what your next steps are. If you do that, I promise you, you will be successful. So the next step for your real success is always thinking about the future of what you're going to do to benefit yourself and how you can invest in yourself, bro. That's how you're going to do it. Now, on a real note, y'all, thank you for this video. Thank you for even if y'all stuck through, bro. Thank y'all. There's going to be more videos for me to come always, bro. But I'm always here to help y'all. Vendors are in the link in bio. If you guys really want to be mentored, there will be a mentorship link in the bio. Or you guys could just comment the word mentor or vendor if you guys really want the supplier or vendor or the mentorship information. Just comment mentor or vendor, and I will personally do all of that for y'all, bro. But yeah, man, that's just my story, and that's just also a very informational and brief way of how you guys can scale your reselling. Look out for more videos, y'all. Take care, bro. I love y'all. Stay safe, and yeah, bro, that's shade for y'all, bro. Y'all gonna see my ass a lot more. Thank y'all.